Joining me right now is the number 10 ranked flyweight in Australia, Mitchell Birkett. What's going on, Mitchell? Welcome to Kumite Radio.
Hey, how are you, mate? Not much, just in the middle of camp and getting through that and getting ready for this fight on Hex. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man, you're going to fight at Hex Fight Series 14. How does it finally feel to get a chance to get onto the bigger stage in Australia?
Awesome. I feel like a lot of people have been sleeping on me for a little while, so it feels good. I'm getting a bit of media now and getting on Hex, so it's all going good.
You've had two impressive submission stoppages. You know, many people might consider you a submission fighter. Are they mislabeling you? Is there more to your game than just submissions?
I think so. You ask anyone I spar with, and I haven't actually put the stand-up together yet in a fight, but you ask anyone I spar with, and it's not fun standing up with me either, so they can sleep on me all they want. It's their downfall in the end, so I don't think stand-up is about so these guys are getting knockouts in the amateurs and stuff and then calling them strikers and stuff like that. But I think my awareness of what's going on in the fight, knowing where to be and stuff like that's a lot stronger than theirs. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I know that you've been training boxing for a long time now, and you've had an amateur, boxing record. So has your boxing come along a lot since your debut in MMA?
Yeah, I focus on boxing a lot more. But I had a really good coach in boxing too, so I learned a lot really quick. Tapu Apatea was his name, and he coaches Jai Apatea, his son. And if you know anything about boxing, they're killing it at the moment. So yeah, I learned a lot of things from those guys.
You made your pro debut in 2017, Urban Fight Night 11. You didn't come away with the win. What did you learn from that performance that kind of allowed you to perform better in your next two fights?
To get off my ass and train. That was the main thing. I underestimated Phil a lot. I'm hoping down the track I can get a rematch with that fight, but we'll see what happens. I'm on my own journey, so we'll see what happens.
All right, your Hex debut, you're going to face Jordan O'Connor. He is known as a knockout artist because he has a few knockouts. What do you think of his power?
I think he's a strong dude. I think he's going to bring the fight for sure. But I just think you look at my lineup and you look at his lineup, and I've been fighting tough dudes from the start. So we'll see what happens.
Gracie Baja MMA is your home, but are you doing any cross-training leading up to this fight at Hex Series 14?
Yeah. So I think that's another thing. People just think I'm a grappler and kind of plays into my hands as well. So I do a lot of stand-up at all sorts. I belong there. And that's a 24/7 gym, so I can go in anytime, do my bag work, do my roof floor, do all that kind of stuff. And then I do my sparring at Central Coast MMA, so I'm getting real hard sparring in every week as well. So I am an MMA dude, so there's guys calling me a jiu-jitsu fighter or whatever else. They're just underestimating me.
How long has your camp been for this fight coming up?
I've kind of done away with the camps. Now I just stay ready all the time, and just when I get the call, I'm ready to go. So I don't really have week time off or anything like that. I just keep grinding all year round and just keep improving that skill set.
Yeah, it seems like that's more important nowadays, to just be ready, because you never know, especially in Australia, a lot of promotions are coming in and doing shows. So someone might slip up and get injured, or they might not make weight, and you got to be ready, right?
That's it, bro. I think I got this fight on about it was 6 or 5 weeks notice. So it was just being ready for the opportunity. And I kind of had the flu just before I got offered it. And I was like, now's probably the best time to take it with winter coming up, because a lot of guys are going to get sick during camp. And I've already got through that sickness. So it worked out perfect timing, really.
Leading up to this fight, have you been focusing on certain aspects more than others?
Not entirely. Just keeping my jiu-jitsu strong, my wrestling strong, and just making sure my footwork and my hands are on. So when he does come at me, I'm ready for him, kind of thing.
Yeah, O'Connor, he's fought, I think, every pro fight for Hex, but he's coming off a loss. You're coming off 2 straight wins, impressive wins. Even though you're making your debut in the promotion, do you feel that you have more momentum going into this fight?
I feel like I'm on a bit of a roll, and I feel like things are starting to click for me a lot better. So the first two, even my amateur fights, I was still figuring out a lot of things. I don't actually have like a head MMA coach kind of thing putting it all together for me. So it's a lot of trial and error. And I feel like it's all slowly starting to come together now. And a lot of things are just clicking. So we'll see what happens on the night.
What type of fight can we expect from you at Hex 14?
I'm just going to come out with confidence and get the win, basically. I don't think about too much what I'm going to do or the path to win, because anything can happen during a fight. And when something changes, you got to be ready to adapt at that time. So I just like to adapt when I see what's going on and what's happening. Just adapt during the fight kind of thing, and then win with confidence.
All right, June 30th, Melbourne, Hex Fight Series 14. You are going to face Jordan O'Connor. Thank you for your time, Mitchell, and good luck on your fight, man.
Thanks, John.